The Cut.
At MIT, does calling for the genocide of Jews violate MIT's code of conduct or rules regarding bullying and harassment? Yes or no?
You don't need to ask that question.
If targeted at individuals, not making public statements.
I'm sorry, what are we talking about?
Genocide.
Yes or no? Calling for the genocide of Jews does not constitute bullying and harassment?
Do you know what it's called?
Incitement. It was incitement.
Violence. When you're 11, you probably don't even know there's a law against that.
I have not heard calling for the genocide for Jews on our campus.
But you've heard chants for intifada.
I've heard chants, which can be anti-Semitic depending on the context, when calling for the elimination of the Jewish people.
It's all about context.
Genocide.
Are you kidding me?
So those would not be according to the MIT's code of conduct or rules.
You must. It's the law.
That would be investigated as harassment if pervasive and severe.
Genocide.
Ms. McGill, at Penn, does calling for the genocide of Jews violate Penn's rules or code of conduct? Yes or no?
Not a trick question, people.
If the speech turns into conduct, it can be harassment.
What the fuck you talking about?
Genocide.
A genocide?
Yes.
I am asking, specifically calling for the genocide of Jews, does that constitute bullying or harassment?
What are we talking about here?
It has a name.
Incitement. It was incitement.
Violence.
If it is directed and severe or pervasive, it is harassment.
How severe?
A genocide?
So the answer is yes.
It is a context-dependent decision, Congresswoman.
No, I don't think so.
It's a context-dependent decision. That's your testimony today. Calling for the genocide of Jews is depending upon the context.
Are you fucking kidding me?
That is not bullying or harassment. This is the easiest question to answer yes, Ms. McGill. So is your testimony that you will not answer yes?
If it if the
Yes
speech
or no?
becomes if the speech becomes conduct,
Conduct.
Genocide.
it can be harassment. Yes.
Conduct meaning committing the act of genocide?
Here I come.
The speech is not harassment. This is unacceptable, Ms. McGill. I'm going to give you one more opportunity for the world to see your answer. Does calling for the genocide of Jews violate Penn's code of conduct when it comes to bullying and harassment? Yes or no?
Seems like such a simple question.
It can be harassment.
You gotta be kidding me.
It has a name.
Incitement. It was incitement.
Violence.
The answer is yes. And Dr. Gay, at Harvard, does calling for the genocide of Jews violate Harvard's rules of bullying and harassment? Yes or no?
It's the law.
It can be, depending on the context.
What's the context?
Targeted as an individual, at an individual.
In what context?
Incitement. It was incitement.
Violence.
It's targeted at Jewish students, Jewish individuals. Do you understand your testimony is dehumanizing them? Do you understand that dehumanization is part of anti-Semitism? I will ask you one more time. Does calling for the genocide of Jews violate Harvard's rules of bullying and harassment? Yes or no?
She can't answer that question for me.
Anti-Semitic rhetoric. When
And is it anti-Semitic rhetoric?
Anti-Semitic rhetoric when it crosses into conduct.
Conduct.
Genocide.
That amounts to bullying, harassment, intimidation. That is actionable conduct.
Conduct.
And we do take action.
Are you kidding me?
Genocide.
What the fuck is wrong with you people?
So the answer is yes, that calling for the genocide of Jews violates Harvard Code of Conduct, correct?
Again, it depends on the context.
It's all about context.
It does not depend on the context. The answer is yes, and this is why you should resign. These are unacceptable answers across the board.
Thanks for watching The Cut. Help us grow. Subscribe, like, and share. See you in the next cut.